The Evolution, or Evo as we lovingly call it, was a gem in the world of rally rockets. From the start in 1992 with the first-gen Evo, it was like unleashing a beast on the tarmac. The Lancer Evolution one, well, I thought it was a bit boring to look at. Perfect for an old lady to drive to the church. But take your eyes of it for a second and it will punch you the face with its 237 horses from its 2-liter turbo inline-4. It was like a mythical creature, a giant slaying tarmac monster, taking on the big dogs and leaving them in their dust. And that all-wheel drive system Mitsubishi had perfected? Wow, it could pull off shots you never dreamed possible. Fast forward to 95 and here comes the Evo 2, the second-gen wonder. They took the raw rally heritage of the original and turned it into an even sharper street weapon. I mean, just look at that muscular rally-inspired body kit. It's a head-turner, especially with that colossal rear-wing screaming performance and giving it enough downforce when cornering to rip off your granny's teeth. Now, let's talk about the magic under the hood. The 2-liter 4G63 turbocharged engine was a beast, pumping out 255 horsepower and 261 foot-pounds of torque. And that was enough to escape from the local men in blue. The red line was at a mind-boggling 6,000 revolutions per minute. That's truly music to my ears. But here's the kicker. The torque steer would have you wrestling with the wheel like it was an alligator if you weren't careful with the throttle. Mitsubishi wasn't messing around with the upgrades, no sir. A new helical limited slip front differential for the all-wheel drive system. Active yaw control rear differential. They were throwing in the whole arsenal. Thicker anti-roll bars, retuned suspension, uprated tires on those iconic NK wheels. They were turning this Evo into a corner-carving masterpiece. And the brakes, ooh my. Ventilated discs at all 4 corners letting you brake later and harder before chucking it into the bend. Inside you were cocooned in heavily bolstered Recaro seats, experiencing up to 1 G of cornering force. The Momo steering wheel and titanium shift knob. Yes, titanium. We love titanium. They were like icing on the cake. The Evo 2 could blast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.1 seconds. Talk about a giant killer. It was a legend in the making, setting a new benchmark for affordable performance. Mitsubishi didn't just evolve the Evo, they transformed it into a true icon, and on Precision Creation were revved up to celebrate the legacy of this beast. Let's move on to the next creation to come out of the laboratory of Mitsubishi. The Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 4 deserves more focus as it really expanded the Evo's capabilities. For the 4th-gen model in 1996, Mitsubishi wanted to refine the Evo as a track weapon while retaining its rally heritage. The turbocharged 4G63 got new internals for durability at higher revs, and output was bumped to 276 horsepower. The suspension was comprehensively re-engineered with front and rear stabilizer bars and Bilstein shocks all around. This gave the Evo 4 much flatter, more controlled cornering and sharper turn-in response. Enlarged Brembo brakes provided fade-free stopping power. But the biggest change was the new active yaw control rear LSD developed from their rally experience. It could vary the torque split directed left or right to improve traction and handling. Combined with the helical front limited slip diff, the AYC transformed throttle steering and corner.